Hi and welcome back. So today we are going to be working on a hip opening series. Now, if you tend to find you wake up with very stiff hips or you get very achy in your hips, you're struggling with mobility, then this is the series for you. In this particular flow, we're going to be focusing on opening up the hips, working through the stretch reflex, and actually just finding a little bit more space and movement within the hip area. You're going to be finding ourselves releasing into hips and glutes, as well as the lower back, inner thighs, and hamstrings. So to start off with, I'm going to get you to come down to seated. You do not need to have your legs crossed like this today. We're going to place the feet out in front of us. Place your hands behind you. So just taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to exhale and release the knees to one side. And we're going to move to the other. So we're going to just work with the breath, moving side to side, just very gently. We're going to build this practice up. So don't panic about going into really advanced movement here for the hips. We are simply starting to build up some warmth and heat into the body, into those hips, and we'll work our way through. Taking some nice deep breaths in and out. If you find yourself wiggling forward along the mat, which is quite common, just scoot yourself back and then we'll just return and keep moving through. From here, we're going to move all the way over, coming into one side. So from here, you will place your left hand down if you're struggling to sit upright. For those of you who feel comfortable enough, you'll come up into more of a seated position. You're taking this back leg back a little bit further, so you've got more of a square shape. Again, if mobility is a little bit of an issue here, bringing that knee in is not going to hurt. From there, either taking the hand to the outside of that knee, you place the other hand in front of you, and this may be all you can manage. For those of you who are a little bit more flexible, you're going to walk your hands forward a little bit further, or even perhaps bringing in front of the shin so that you're coming all the way down towards the ground. Wherever feels right for you, where you feel that stretch, which is going to be on the back side of the leg and slightly to the inner thigh as well, that is where you want to be. Don't push yourself beyond what you can manage here. So from here, we're going to work with the breath, and we're going to actually work to bring the body in and out of this position. So my hands are going to be grounded, whether it's here or here, and you're going to just gently move up and down. So it's really, really gentle. So we just want to find a gentle bit of movement to start with before we start working into a full deep stretch. So exhale as you come down and inhale as you come up. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's do a couple more here. And do just give those toes a little wiggle. Sometimes we start to get a little bit of tension into these areas that we don't really realise. And then come all the way down, now wherever that might be. And then coming onto forearms perhaps, and just relax here. So again, just have a little think about how you're breathing. I want you to think about inhaling deeply through the nose all the way down into the hip area. Imagine you expanding the space in the hips, expanding any tightness into the glutes. And then as you exhale, you just soften and release the muscle. So deep breath in. And as you exhale, softening the bottom, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the elbows, releasing the toes. Do another breath here. And exhale. One more breath. And then slowly we're going to walk our way back up. Taking the hands behind you if you need to, and then roll it through. So coming back into the bottom, we're going to do the same on the other side. So feet again, just over hip width apart, switch sides. Take the hands out in front of you, taking that left leg behind you. Again, supporting yourself with the right hand if you need to, and you're going to take the hand slightly further forward so you can release, and then inhale, rise. Again, it might not be this deep, it might be a little bit less than this, okay? Deep breath in, and so we're going to inhale, rise, and then exhale, release. Again, give those toes a little wiggle if you need to. Good, well done. Inhale, and exhale. Couple more here. Last one. And then see if you can release. So as I say, maybe coming down to forearms, perhaps this is as far as you go because this is enough. But for some of you, maybe bringing it down a little bit further, deepening it by pulling it in towards the body and making it a little bit easier. We walk away from the body. Deep breath in and exhale out. So it's almost a modified pigeon here that we're holding. Inhale. And again, think about breathing into that hip. If you feel tightness in the back of your hamstring, or even sometimes people get it in their calves, just give the toes a little wiggle, okay? It will normally allow it to release a little bit for you. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, slowly walk your way back up. Good. So from here, we're going to walk our way round into a tabletop position. So ground the hands down. And from here, we're going to take some circles. Now, I really want you to watch that as you draw the hip up and out, that we aren't going to actually ratchet it up to the ceiling. So what I mean by that, draw the knee towards the elbow, rotate it out and back in. Draw the knee to elbow and rotate it out and back in. So as we draw the knee to elbow, we're not hoiking the knee up and out. We're really just trying to work within the range of what our hips will allow. Inhaling and exhaling, trying not to rock too much into the opposite side, okay? So as we lift this knee, we don't want to be putting too much weight into the right hip. And then switch direction, same thing. Now obviously if you're a little bit more mobile or you can bring the leg up a little bit higher, please do. But don't force the body to do something it's not feeling comfortable with. Good. Switch sides, draw the right knee to the right elbow, and then let's take those circles. Again, just become mindful what's going on in the left side. So making sure you're not kind of swinging down into the left hip as you come round, and also mindful that you're not hoiking that knee up and over. Inhale and exhale. Switch direction all the way through. Good. Two more. One more. And release. From here, take the knees in line with the wrists, and I want you to think of sinking the bum back towards the heels. Now, rather than thinking about bringing the head to the floor, what I would like you to do instead is press down into the heels of the hands, so you're pushing the body back. Okay, so you're creating this contraction through the body. And from here, really squeezing the hips back. So for many of you, you might find actually getting your bottom towards your heels is a little bit difficult, and that's fine. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. If you find this is comfortable enough, then perhaps you'll release and bring the head down. Taking it here, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And then slowly rise the body up. And we're going to take some little movements forwards and backwards. So we're bringing the hips forward slightly and then release, bring it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And release. Come back into all fours. And then from here, step the right foot forward. So looking ahead, take your hands to your thighs, roll the body up, hands on top of the thigh here. So back is tall, chest is lifted. From here, deep breath in, exhale, sink the knee forward. Now keep that front heel down and you're finding this opening into the hip flexor. What I don't want you to do though is to twist the body in any way, okay? So keep the body nice and tall, opening up the hip flexor. Inhale, exhale, move it forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, move it forward. Inhale. Exhale. Right, last one. Inhale. Exhale, release all the way forward. Now hold it here for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. From here, rise back to neutral position. Sweep the arms up high to the sky. Take the right arm down by the side of the body. Reach the left arm up and draw it over. So we're going to work into psoas a little bit here as well. Deep breath in, opening up the side body. So you should feel it all along the side of the body, coming from the hip all the way up the side body here. Inhaling. Exhale. Take the left hand down to the ground. Draw the right arm up to the sky for a little twist. Tuck the toes in. Press the foot back, opening into a full twisted lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take the right hand down. Frame the foot. Step the right foot back. And then from here, we're going to sink the hips side to side. So you're going to release the hips to one side. Inhale, rise. Lift the hips up and over to the other side. Inhale, rise. So you're coming onto the outer blade of the feet as you twist. And same on the other side. And release back down to tabletop. Take the left foot forward. Take a nice deep breath in. And from here, taking the hands back to the knees again. Deep breath in. Exhale. Press forward. Keep that front heel down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Inhale, rise. Sweep those arms up high to the sky. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Big side stretch. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, reach the arms up high to the sky. Take the right hand down to the floor. Left hand up to the sky. Now either you can stay here or again come into that twisted lunge. Pressing out into the back toes. Inhale. Exhale. Now slightly differently this time, you're going to take your hands down, framing the foot, and you're going to step that foot halfway down the mat. You're going to then roll out onto the back foot here. Now 2 options. First one, modified version, keeping the hands grounded. You're going to sink the hip down, looking over your left shoulder, and then press it back up. For more advanced, take the left arm up high to the sky, sink the hip down, take the left arm down towards the right leg, and then inhale, rise. So either or, exhaling, and then inhale. So you should feel this lovely stretch down the IT band. Take the hands down to the ground, step the left foot back, step the right foot middle way up the mat, and then rotate onto the outer blade of the foot. Again, hands to the ground if you wish to, just sinking the hip down and press up. Or take the right arm up to the sky, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, rise. Excellent. Take the hands back down to the ground, step it back, and this time we're going to step our right foot forward. So from here, taking the hands to the knee again, roll the body up. You're going to swivel this back leg. Take the heel in line with your knee here for me. From here, we're going to take the right hand inside the right thigh, hand to the hip, and you're going to extend and press the knee forward. So again, keep your heel grounded down here. But this time, what I want you to think about is keeping the chest lifted so we're not collapsing into the knee. So back is tall, chest is lifted. Inhale and exhale. This time, inhale, rise. We'll do the same one again. So this time, exhale, press it out, keep the back up tall, opening up the pelvis. Inhale, rise. And then from here, let's take the hands to the floor, switch sides. Take the left foot out to the side, rise back up for me, and then left hand inside the left thigh, send it forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, send it forward. And if you get particularly tight lower back, this will also help to release that for you. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and rise. Brilliant. Take that left foot back in. Take the right leg out to the side this time. Left hand grounds down. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Nice deep breath in. Inhale. Take that right arm overhead. Exhale. Nice deep side stretch. And then sweep that right arm forward. Rotate round and switch sides. So we're taking the right hand to the outside of the right leg, left arm up to the sky, inhale. And then reach that top arm overhead, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands forward. Take the hands in front of you now, and now we're in tabletop facing the lengthways of our mat. Take the knees out to the edges of the mat. I say the edges as far as you can go. And you're going to bring the elbows down to the floor. So we're going to come into frog pose. Now what I want you to be mindful of is the knee is in line with the hips, that your hips aren't too far back. I'm going to show you from the side as well. And this is going to help to release the tightness in those inner thighs, okay, your adductors. Okay, so holding it here, I'm just going to show you from the side. So coming down, we want to be in this position where we're in line with the knees. It shouldn't be too intense, but if you want to make it harder, sit the bum back a little bit for me here. So holding it here, inhaling. Exhaling, give those toes a wiggle. And make sure that the feet are also in line with your knees. They shouldn't be behind your bottom, okay? You can also move the body forward if you prefer, and you just release the legs slightly so it's almost like a sphinx frog pose, okay? And then from here, nice deep breath in, exhale, press up through the elbows, knee, feet, bring it back in wherever you are. And then from here, grounding into your hands, I want you to take your feet to the outside of your mat. So this time we're taking a straddle fold. Now, if you do have blocks, please do use blocks if you wish to. That's absolutely fine. You're grounding the hands down on the blocks or on the floor. And from here, just release the body. So just relax the body as much as feels comfortable here. We're just going to, again, open up that inner thigh and maybe calves as well and hamstrings, as well as the lower back. So deep breath in. Exhale. So we're going to inhale, rise. Just to get a little bit more blood flow moving through the shoulders, the upper back, and the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the knees slightly soft here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Just completely release down here now for me. Making sure toes are facing in, heels are facing out. Inhaling. And exhaling. From here, we're going to take the toes to face forward slightly. We're going to gently move through the hands to the left side, turning the right toes up to the sky, and then move across the other side. Now, of course, if you've got blocks, you could use those blocks as well. So you'll be higher up here as you move across, and the same as you move across. And for those who are a little bit more advanced, you may perhaps prefer, can't speak today. For those who are more advanced, you may prefer to move side to side, hands to heart center, just moving through and almost in coming into a Skandasana. We're not actually looking for a Skandasana. I mean, if you can take Skandasana, great, but that's not the aim here today. But just bringing it side to side, finding a little bit more movement on the inner thighs here. Good. Deep breaths in and out. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Good. And release. Take those toes back in, release the body down, take the hands back down to the ground. So we're nicely grounded here. Inhaling. And exhale, soften the head. Good, release. Give the head a little shake. So, okay, so from here, we're going to come up into half lift. You're going to heel toe the feet towards each other. Now, only come as far as you would for a yogi squat, so for your malasana, and you're going to come down into the knees and slowly make your way down. Now, for some of you, you're going to find that getting this low is a little bit too much for you, and that is absolutely fine. You may start off a little bit higher like this for me, and that's fine. I just want you to get used to kind of moving through the hips rather than being in this really fixed position. For those of you who feel comfortable enough, we're going into a more flexible, mobile version of a squat. Okay, so we want to come all the way down, and I want you to really work through the ankles, the toes, the knees, the hips, and start to find a bit of movement. You can take your hands away. So you're starting to trust in your hips and believe that there's that little bit more space there. Let's just take a couple more movements here. Breath, breathing in and out. And then when you're ready, you're going to see if you can ground down into the heels, elbows inside the knees, and bringing the body up. So lifting that chest up. So you should have the backs of the arms to the inside of the thighs. And if you are struggling here, again, you can't maybe get this deep down, or you find yourself always stuck on your toes here, you could use blocks here. You could use a blanket and place it underneath your heels, and that will just help give you a little bit more support. At the end of the day, we're just trying to find a bit more space and movement inside the hips. So don't force yourself into positions that you don't feel comfortable with. Just work with what your body is allowing you at this stage. So nice deep breaths in, inhaling and exhaling. Good. One more breath. And then gently take the hands back down to the ground. Roll yourself forward a little bit into the toes, and we're going to come seated. So from here, coming on down to seated, we're going to take the feet together for Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. And oftentimes what I will see is it's like this for a lot of people because they're forcing themselves to have their feet really close to them. If you do struggle with this pose, take your feet further forward. So if you, by taking them forward, you can allow the knees to sit out wider and lower. You can also grab hold of your bottom and drag the glutes out, as it were, so that you're sitting on your sit bones. So you shouldn't be sitting on the fatty part of your bottom. You should be sitting on your actual sit bones. From here, take your hands to your shins, back is tall, chest is lifted. Nice deep breath in, and you can just gently flutter the legs. So nice deep breaths in and out. Really releasing any tightness or tension in the body. Relaxing the forehead. And we'll do one more round of breaths here. And then from here, just take some stillness. And we're going to keep the back tall. So what we also all tend to do, as I myself was doing as well, is you tend to sink into it. So sit up lovely and tall, really lengthen through the back, and then draw the body forward. So you're rolling the elbows back and drawing the chest forward. So we're not doing a forward fold. We're not trying to see how close we can get our head to our feet. We're literally looking to lengthen the body, and in doing so, opening up the hips more. And also, it means that there's a little bit more control, and you're working on the strength within your body rather than just collapsing down into it. So nice deep breaths in. And just gently draw the body forward. Only go so far. You'll see that as I pull my body forward, it's about as far as I'm going to go. I can't go much further without actually collapsing down in towards my feet. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Now, the reason we really make sure we're working with the breath, this is not just a yoga thing. This is something to actually help us to activate that parasympathetic response, to allow the body to relax into the movement. Okay, so we want to get this body to be relaxed, and then therefore it will just help us to move into the movement a little bit better. Inhale. Release the chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly roll the body up. And now take your left leg out in front of you and take your right leg inside your inner thigh. Now, it would be not a flow without doing at least something quite yoga-y in terms of an asana movement, and we're going to have a go at a little half wild thing. So from this, we're going to take the right hand behind us. We're going to sweep the left arm forward, and as we do so, we come up into the shin and bring the body up to the sky, opening up the hips. Inhale. And then we exhale and we gently release all the way down. Switch sides, so we're taking the right leg out now, taking the left leg inside the thigh, so you're rolling out into the shin. Left hand behind you, sweep the right arm up, open, inhale. And exhale, release. Let's do that again, both sides. Take that right foot inside, take the right hand behind you, sweep the arm up, inhale. Maybe taking the hands behind you a bit more, and release. And then last time, switch sides. From here, nice deep breath in, left hand behind you, inhale. And exhale. Well done. From here, we're going to scoot round and we're going to now have a little go at crossing those legs. So you can take two options. Either we cross the legs as we would, you may remember doing this in school assembly, or you might want to take the feet slightly ahead of each other. So what you can see here is I'm just staggering the legs slightly. That might feel slightly more comfortable for you. So whichever option feels right for you, just stay here for me. You can place your hands down by your side if that feels more comfortable to give you a bit more extra support. Otherwise, hands to the knees. Back is tall, chest is lifted, and I just want you to work with your breath. Because whether you are here or here, if you are here, we need to try and relax and release this a little bit more for you. So nice deep breaths in, exhale, inhale, imagining releasing the knees down, relaxing the toes, relaxing the legs. Inhaling one last time and exhaling. From here, take the hands behind you. Let's switch the legs over. This never feels right, but let's have a go on both sides. Same thing again. Back is tall, chest is lifted, hands to the knees. Deep breath in and release. And just completely relaxing down here. Well done. Sweep the arms up nice and high. If you want to switch your legs around, that's absolutely fine. If it's not feeling hugely comfortable, not a problem. Release, take the left hand over to your right knee and take the right arm behind you and look over your right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Unravel, switch sides, taking all the way around to the other side. Lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath. And unravel. I hope you have found some of these movements really helpful, and do just let me know how you got on. Please do comment below. Do like this video for me. It helps me make more for you. If there's anything else you'd like to see in this series, please do comment below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.